Thursday is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Electric, your area expert for home Generac generators.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to roll right through some of those areas, and the natural gas here platforms just off the coast of Louisiana. So that won't surprise me at all to see those prices start going up here in the next 24 hours, as early as that is. Sometimes they just do that on speculation, right? Here's what's happening with the satellite. This is a hurricane now. Winds are at 75 miles per hour. Certainly looking a lot better organized than it did earlier today. We've got the eye that's forming here, and it's too far off the coast for some of these radars on land because we don't have radars out on buoys. Maybe they'll do that someday, but we don't have that now. So the farther away from the radar, it doesn't quite see everything you need to see. They'll start seeing a closer view of that on the radars out of Louisiana by tomorrow morning. Around here, the clouds continue to move in. It's going to be a cloudier day tomorrow, but they may be thin clouds early on before they become rain-producing clouds by the morning hours on Thursday. Here's the timeline for strong and potentially severe thunderstorms. We're going to get rain well ahead of this, but the upper level energy, the winds in the upper levels that are going to drive the potential for those spin up tornadoes and isolated damaging wind gusts, they start moving in roughly around 1 o'clock in the area in orange and may last all the way through 8 o'clock. And we're going to go hour by hour through this, and you're going to see how this all comes together. But I will tell you, the storms are actually going to be moving from the southeast to the northwest, so reverse. So if we get tornado warnings and tornadoes, they're going to be tracking to the northwest and not the northeast like they usually do with our springtime weather, and it's all the circulation around the storm. 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. areas in yellow, and 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. You may get a break in the early afternoon here in northeast Alabama up towards Winchester and Fayetteville, but you may actually also see the setup for some very heavy rain during the overnight hours too. I'm still in the wind gusts on here along with the forecast rainfall. Notice the slight break potentially over here, and I keep stressing potential because we never exactly know how these storm systems are going to play out, and keep checking back because the high resolution model guidance is one thing we're really going to cue on to see the location where it has the surface low eventually as it moves to the north and east. And this particular model here, I've adjusted it a little bit farther to the west because it's taken the storm, I think, too far east. So this is my input and the model input. So we're looking at 3 o'clock Thursday. These are wind gusts 39, 43 miles per hour. This is why I say secure those basketball goals, trampolines, your lawn furniture, things like that, because you occasionally could get a higher gust out of it, and you'll see that show up here in a minute. By 6 o'clock, we start to see this banding feature with these thunderstorms coming through. Notice as this kind of arcs back here from near Coxey, west of Athens, down to the southeast into Coleman County, and continuing on. As we get past midnight, the rain continues to fall and band over Jackson County down into DeKalb County, and then another area forms early in the morning Friday, potentially right over the Huntsville metro area, and those will be producing very heavy rain. So I think as we get into Friday, there will be a break as the dry slot moves in, but mainly west of I-65. As far as tomorrow goes, nothing to worry about, and another warm day. Quick look at your 10-day forecast. First alert weather days Thursday, Friday. Still uncertain about the coverage of rain we'll get for the weekend.